What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and this is Valor Aquaponics. So I apologize, I have not made a video in forever. It's I would say I have a valid excuse, but I kind of do, but I'm sure you guys don't care. So it's basically, just been extremely busy here. I know Edward's been on vacation for about a week and a half, and so business has picked up, so it gets hard to make videos, especially when I work basically 2 full-time jobs. So I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I am a full-time farmer. I'm also a full-time maintenance technician. So got a lot of stuff going on here at the farm. So let's get started and show you guys what's going on. So you guys remember this. So this is our tomato bed. Disregard the fan. I need the fan in here going because I have to circulate the air. Otherwise it gets a little stale in here. But this is our tomato bed. These are Brandywine heirlooms. These are Wisconsin 55s. They look kind of terrible, mainly because I did a terrible job with the trellis. I will be fixing that. Once again, time is the problem. Here we have, these are Tomatillos. I actually had to turn these lights off temporarily today because something's tripping the breaker. It's never happened before over here. So just to be safe, I turned off a little bit of power because I can't have the aerators going down. So as you can see, we got fish in here, and actually it's feeding time. So let me set up the camera here so we can feed, and hopefully these guys aren't camera shy. So let me zoom in here. Sorry, I don't have a cameraman. I do everything myself. I do all my own editing, do all my camera work. So I'm a one-man show. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see if these guys are hungry. Well, the goldfish are. So the little guys are goldfish, and the bigger ones are koi. We just got these. I think we didn't just get them, but we've had the goldfish for a little while, and we wanted to get something that looked similar to koi. So they are hungry. They're just a little skittish today, mainly because we had a small problem here in the tank this morning. So they've been a little skittish. They'll get back to normal. They're usually not afraid of me too much. So we're gonna move over to the next. Cool. These guys are shy. These guys have always been shy. So let's see if they'll. They're slurping. They're slurping that food. They're hungry. I fed them this morning. I feed them twice a day. I try not to feed them more than that, but I figure twice a day is pretty good. Water temperature is about 66, 67 in this pool. So it's a little bit cooler than the other 2 pools. So they don't grow as fast. This is my second oldest group of koi, as you've known for those of you that have seen previous videos. So this is my second oldest group. Looks like they're already full. Well, they'll eat more a little bit later. And then we'll go to the main tank here where some of these guys are not camera shy, as you can see right there. I haven't named this one right here, right over here. I haven't named it. I mean, I give it a name of Shamu, but it's the friendliest that I have. So he'll actually come right up. He or she, I don't know if it's a he or she. But then we got a couple skittish ones. They'll scare him away. They're getting better. But the one that I call Shamu, I have to figure out a bigger name. The reason why I call him Shamu is because he's the biggest of them all. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not a very good name for it, but it is what it is. But these guys are doing fantastic. So this is the oldest group right here. Water temperature is at 69.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So they grow a little faster than the previous tank. These guys, and the crazy part is I got these guys when they were about 3 inches, and they've got to be closer to 7. about 7 inches, maybe 8. Maybe this guy right over here is 8. Over here. So, and that white one over here, the one that's right here, that one's actually got to be about 8. It's got a lot of girth to it. So these guys are doing well. Within the next year, I'm gonna have to separate them or get them a much bigger pool, because this is only about 300 gallons of water, and they're going to need at least about 30 gallons, 30 to 50 gallons each, minimum. So I need to get them into a bigger tank next year. But we're gonna keep moving on here. We took our tilapia out of the tank, that 300 gallon, and we moved them into here because they were having some issues. Actually, we didn't need the second germination station, or the smaller one. So why is this thing looking all crooked? Sorry, the camera looks crooked as all get out. There we go. So we actually moved them into here, and then actually within a week of moving them into here, one of them actually got a fungal infection and died. These guys I've had since before Valor was formed. I actually bought these a long time ago. Probably, what is it, going on almost 2 years now? And I got them as little fry. They were about a ½ inch long to 3/4 inch long, and they've grown fairly big. These two guys are pretty much males. Males tend to be a little bit bigger. I believe the rest are females. We might have one more male. I think this one or this one might be a male. We're not entirely sure. Females tend to be a little bit smaller from everything that I've read. So this is a little small, but right now we're just making sure that they're healthy. Then we're gonna actually move them into a 300 gallon pool. That's actually right underneath the microgreen station. So let me see if they're hungry. They don't eat a ton of food, so they prefer leafy greens. But tomorrow I'll be doing a partial water change for them. So the water looks a little terrible. But we do a water change. Right now, we're doing a water change about once a week. I have some smaller tanks getting set up for some new fish. Hopefully they arrive this week. And then here, we'll head over to the main trout tank. All right, so here we are, we're at the main trout tank. You're not gonna be able to see anything because the fish are dark. We have a couple thousand gallons of water with a black pond liner. Wasn't the best setup, but you'll be able to see them once I put the food in. So one thing with trout is that they're a very skittish fish. They're a very hard fish. They're very finicky. So they're usually not. Oh, got water right in the face. Wow. I did not expect that to happen. They splashed me right in the face. Missed the camera. They got me square in the nose. I forgot what I was saying. So, trout, very finicky, very shy. They're also used to a habit. So I usually stand over to the left side over here by where the food are, and they're a lot more excited. Once we start moving around, they start getting the impression that I'm gonna start catching them. So they start getting a little skittish. So that's why they're not probably as active right now as they normally are when I feed them in the mornings. But you can still see them moving around. They're actually really big. I wish I could pull some up. I wish we could see them in the water. But they're actually, on average, probably about 14 to 16 inches now. There are some couple big ones in here. I could see them on camera, especially at night. When the infrared comes on, you could see them. And then we actually have a underwater camera and you can see the infrared in the upper camera that's up there, and you can just see how long they are. And we have some really big trout in here, and so these guys are getting ready to get harvested. We could probably keep them for another year, and let them get to like 20 inches. But you know, we're trying to switch over to perch, and we need the revenue. So you know. So we've been hurting a little bit financially because we're still not breaking even with our vegetables. And I'll talk about that in a second or in a minute. But yeah, we kind of need to start making some more revenue, and we pretty much have most of these guys sold, or at least we have a customer or two that'll buy them all. Not all at once, but you know, probably some every week for their restaurant. So we will probably videotape that and show you guys how we do it. We're not going to show us killing them. We don't. So we plan on doing it very humanely, and that's just put it in an ice bath, and they fall asleep. We don't want to bash them. We don't want to do any of that. That's just you know, we want to try to do it as humanely as possible. So these guys are doing fantastic. They're doing great. They're eating. They're fat. And then so let me show you guys what's happened with our system. As you can see, my boat's gone. So I actually sold my boat. That's a whole nother story. But I don't think I showed you guys this the last time, and then you know, you guys are probably like, where's all the purple lights, you know, like on the back side? And actually we got rid of them. So don't mind the chair. I was actually interviewing myself. Not interviewing, but I was making a video for WeFunder. I'll talk about that in a minute too. So I was making a video just for potential investors, so don't mind the chair. But we've got a lot of basil growing. Some of them are a little yellow, and that's because of nutrients. There's a lot of basil in here, so trying to keep up with the nutrients is really hard. So I need to do another bout of nutrients. We also have a batch over here that's always been like yellow, so I think it's just we have some bad seeds. We've been harvesting a lot, so these leaves are getting to be nice and big. I mean, that's my hand. So this is probably a good 2.5, 3 inches. And we've got quite a few of those. I have been harvesting out of here on a weekly basis now. And it's kind of nice that we have all these basil now, because it's a lot easier to pick. So I mean, like, that's a fairly decent size. That's a fairly decent size. It'd be nice if they were double the size. Then I wouldn't need to harvest as many leaves. But we're getting there. I mean, we still got the other side. They're growing twice as slow on the other side. So that kind of makes it difficult, but these lights are doing fantastic. They're actually we bought these lights out of a plant in Chicago, or not Chicago, in Illinois. I am forgetting the brand right now, but yeah, they're doing fantastic. We really like the lights. The only downfall is they take a lot of power. They're 300 watts each. So each of these bays is 300 watts. So it's like quadruple the power that we're currently using. And that's actually why we had the issue over there. We actually took the light from over here, and we put it up over there, and it's drawing too much power. So I had to turn off some of those lights. But that's just happened today, so I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah, I mean, otherwise our basil, most of our basil, I would say 90% of our basil is doing well. You're gonna always have a little bit that doesn't do as well. It's just nature. So let me bring you back over to the koi, and then you guys can watch the koi as I talk. It's just more fun that way. So I'll just kind of narrate in the background.
Alright, so while you guys are watching the video of the koi just swimming around and eating, just kind of wanted to talk to you guys what's been going on. And you know, we've been trying to figure out how to take this channel to a different level. I know just watching these videos of updates just isn't that fun, so I'm going to be trying to figure out how we can do like how-tos every week. or informational videos so that you guys can get something out of this more than just watching our setup here. So just look out for that. So in terms of the farm, we are still not making a lot of money, mainly because we can't grow enough basil, and our microgreens haven't taken off. If you guys want to buy microgreens, you guys can always go to our new website, which is www.valorveggies.com. That's where you can buy all of our microgreens and have them shipped right to your door. Cutoff is 9 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, and we will ship out Monday afternoon to Monday evening. And they should get to your door in a couple of business days, depending on where you live. And then lastly, we started a new campaign. We teamed up with WeFunder.com. They are a very legitimate investment website. So they help facilitate investors, whether it's big-time investors with millions of dollars, or regular people like you and me that actually have a little bit of extra money and maybe want to take. Maybe you want to invest in something local, something different, and it's similar to like the stock market. You have risks. You can potentially make a lot of money with one company, and then you can potentially lose a lot of money with other companies. So think of it that way. So we are listed on there. I'm gonna put the link below in the description for you guys. You can donate it, or you can invest in as little as $250, and I believe our top one is $10,000. And I think anything after that, you have to contact us. So everything is by the book. Everything will be filed with the SEC. This is 100% legit. There's so much paperwork that we'll have to do once we raise the funds. Our goal is to try to raise about $100,000. If we can raise more than $100,000, actually, I believe it's like once we reach 200,000, then I'll actually be able to quit my job, my full-time job, and just focus on the farm full-time. But 100% of the funds that we raise actually goes towards purchasing the lights. So we need about $20,000 worth of lights. We need about $10,000 in facility upgrades, and then we need working capital to pay for like our lease and things like that. Our utility bills are about $1,000 to $1,500 a month. We want to try to build some green technology to help lessen the load of our grid power usage. And also help with investing in some more fish, some better fish, and also some research on maybe some better vegetables. And then we actually also want to start hiring people and start providing good jobs, good paying jobs. So if you guys are interested in that, we would love it if you guys could help us out. Even if you don't have the money, you can always just kind of spread the word. So share our link, share our information. We would greatly appreciate that. So once again, the goal is a minimum of 100,000, where anything more than that would be amazing for us to help us get through COVID and get through and become profitable and become a staple in our area, because we do our vegetables do very well. Customers really love our product. We just can't grow enough. So we really appreciate the time that you've taken with us to watch this video. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you guys can see when we upload new videos. So until next time, we'll see you guys later.